The gaps between the stimulus and the response allow the brain time to think. So, stimulus, response. Sometimes it's the body's natural tendency to take over. And that's normal. Sometimes we just ask ourselves, stimulus, response, or what we call in the AI world, trigger and action. So what makes an AI agent actually trigger or work? Let's look at the 3 ways that we can make those AI agents fire up. So stimulus or trigger number 1 is the action. So the action is where one thing happens and another immediately follows. Let me give you an example. So the action, where one thing happens and then that fires off a whole series of other things. Let me give you those examples. So when I drag a file into this folder, I want you to translate it into Spanish and then do the next step and the next step. I do something, you do the next thing. That's the action. So some of the things that I use, I've got AI that writes a social media post to a specific spot on Notion, and all I do is I go through it, maybe edit a bit, and the trigger, when I approve it, there's a little checkbox that I go approved, and it then takes the next action, which is uploading that to social media. Stimulus, response, or what we call trigger and action. And our first method is the action. I do something, and that makes you do something. And that, of course, leads us to number 2, the timer. And the timer is easy to understand. It's 7 a.m. every morning, I want you to do this. On Wednesdays, do that. So the timer is something that we use very, very regularly to run regular areas of our life. Again, let's look at some of the ways that you could use that. The timer is probably one of the most commonly used triggers that we see in AI, and it runs on a schedule. So, for example, my YouTube thumbnail creator runs every 30 minutes. And it looks for a brand new YouTube video, and if it finds one, it creates the thumbnail and uploads it, makes it look nice for the channel. So it runs on a regular timer. I have my daily brief run every morning at 7 a.m. I have my agent backup system run at 3 a.m. every morning. So triggers that run on a timer are a great way to set your AI agent to do stuff at a specific time, once a week, once a day, at a particular time, or constantly looking for the next thing. So timers are a really valuable trigger that you're setting up in your AI team to run regularly, run on a daily basis, run when you need them to run so that it keeps things going. Quite often we hear this term called the heartbeat. And the heartbeat, when it comes to AI agents, is something that keeps it alive. And in this particular case, the heartbeat is a timer. So every single 30 minutes or every hour, or every day, every Monday, it runs and it does a specific task. That is our trigger number 2, the timer. And so, of course, our final trigger, our final stimulus is the one that we call on demand. And that is where you're asking your AI to perform a task as you need it. So, hey, go and do this for me. I need one of these. Create this, write that, do that, etc. So that's just on demand. So those are our 3 triggers that we use to run an entire agentic team. On demand, literally, when I ask you to do something, that's when I want you to do it. So with an AI agent, as an example, it could be my image creation agent runs when I need an image. Hey, create me an image about this. Done, easy as. Write me an email about this, go and find this out, research this for me, whatever it is that I need done right now. So typically, this particular type of trigger is not something that you set up to be regular. It's not one that you need to happen on a timer. It's running at a time when you need it. So that's a trigger we call on demand. It's literally, hey, I need this now, go and make this happen. And a great example of that is just write an email response, or go and research this for me, or draft this up for me, or create me a new website on demand as a trigger, then goes and performs the actions using AI. So stimulus, response, trigger, action. What makes an AI agent work? You can choose multiple different ways to fire that agent, but we've covered the main 3 today. That is action, I do something, you do something. Timer, run it every day at this particular time. And then, of course, on demand. Setting these 3 triggers up as part of the rules of your actions, and again, letting AI understand what you need and telling it was a great way to build this. If you don't know how to make these triggers work, just use AI. Hey, Manus, do this for me. Hey, Claude, I need this to run at 7 a.m. Don't worry, it knows what to do. So if you tell it when you need this action to happen, it'll take care of the rest for you.